Hello, everybody. It is me who's ready for Monster Jam, and welcome to a exciting live stream here today. As you can see on the screen, we have the Monster Jam 2019 All-Star Challenge Draft Show. That's right, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be so much fun. So let's get into it. We have a lot in store for you guys today. So you're going to want to be here. You're not going to want to miss. But I have two friends of mine from the Monster Jam Steel Titan Sports League that are going to be here. We've got Ryan.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And we have the owner of the Steel Titan Sports League, Luke.
How you doing, guys? Hello.
So we have a lot in store. Let me just make sure the stream is up and working. Let's hear.
How you doing, guys?
Awesome. So everything is working. We went through so much today to make this work, but we finally got it to work. I'm so happy that this is actually working. We've got 34 minutes until the live stream actually begins, and this is going to be great. This is a Monster Jam All-Star Challenge Draft pre-show. So basically what we're going to be doing is a mock draft of who we think is going to be drafted to what team and when. And then if we have enough time, we're going to talk about the tracks that we think are going to be taking place for each show. So this is going to be really cool. So before we get started, how's your guys' days going?
Mine's pretty good.
Good.
Work.
Work, yes.
We're getting to work all day.
Well, that work life, I'm sure, is very exciting. So what we're going to be doing is a mock draft here, as I mentioned. And for the draft that we're going to be seeing, Team Ice is going to have the first pick, which means that Scott Buteau is going to get the very first pick out of all the drivers. We have a lot of drivers that are going to be competing, and man, we have a great bank to choose from. And then for Team Fire, Tom Mentz is going to be the team captain. He's going to be making the picks for Team Fire. So this is going to be really cool. So we're going to start it off. I'm going to make my first pick, then Ryan's going to make his pick, then Luke is going to make his for the first pick of the draft, who we think is going to be the first overall pick. And for me, I think it's going to have to be Ryan Anderson. I think Ryan Anderson is really good, and I think he's going to be pretty much the obvious pick right off the bat for Scott Buteau to pick. I mean, there's a lot of drivers out there, but I think it'd be pretty stupid for Scott to not pick Ryan Anderson. Ryan, who is your first pick?
Okay, my first pick. I mean, this driver has had good success on stadiums all season with racing, two-wheel, and freestyle. I gotta go with Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid.
I think that's a really good pick. I could agree with that. Luke, who do you have going for the first pick of the first round?
Of course, man. Gotta go with who you chose, Ryan Anderson. He's just a legend. He's the baddest man to step into Monster Jam, for sure.
This is very true. So Ryan Anderson getting 2 out of our first picks. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you gave Camden. I mean, Camden's a good pick there, but I have a feeling there are going to be a few other drivers that will end up going before Camden. So, Ryan, who do you think Team Fire is going to pick first?
I gotta go with Ryan Anderson.
That's a good pick. I mean, I think, honestly, if Ryan's not going to go first, I think it's pretty safe to say he will most definitely be going second for Team Fire. Luke, who do you have going for first place for Team Fire?
You know what? Oh, it's gonna have to be Jim Kohler.
Wow, that is
Jim Kohler.
Yeah.
That is an interesting pick. That's a very early pick for Jim Kohler. My pick for the first pick here for Team Fire, I've got to go with Neil Elliott. I think Tom's going to try and pounce on the fact that Neil's on his team. I think he wants to have Neil on his team. I don't think he's going to give Scott Buteau a chance to take Neil Elliott out of his hands.
I do have to agree that is a decent pick.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll... I mean, obviously, these are completely subject to change. There's a very high possibility that we're going to be completely wrong.
Yeah, because we easily have like different picks than probably most of us here.
Yeah, so... I mean, that's right off the bat. We have 3 very different picks. So, Luke, I don't know if Luke's here. Are you here, Luke?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I didn't know because I heard your baby in the background. I didn't know if you had to leave for a second.
No, I'm good. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Who do you think the second pick for Team Ice is going to be?
Okay. I'm going to go with only because... Well, not only because he's an insane racer, but all-around great guy, just Cody Saucier.
That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody is definitely a really good pick. I've got him going a little bit lower. I think that because Todd is kind of, I mean, not Todd. I think that Scott is really good friends with him, Todd the Duke. I think Todd the Duke is actually going to be that second pick. I think it would be a very, very, I think it would be disappointing for these drivers to not pick him so early on. Ryan, who do you think we've got going second for Team Ice?
Second for Team Ice, I'm gonna go Todd the Duke.
That is yeah, I can agree.
That's a
with
good pick.
Yeah, that is a great pick, clearly, because you know what? I picked it as well. So I'm inviting one of my friends to join in on the conversation as well. His name is Ethan. We'll see if he gets in here. I did invite him. We'll see if he joins. Let me just let him know that I invited him. But the more the merrier. I think that's pretty safe to say. The more the merrier.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yes, he is in fact here. What's
Hello?
going on, Ethan?
Nothing much.
So, Ethan, this is Ryan and Luke. You can say hi.
Hello.
Hey, man.
So,
Hey,
just to let you
Luke,
know, this
nice
is
to
going
meet
to be a nice chill stream. We got to keep it rated G, just so you know. So we are going to be
why not
reacting to
PG?
this. I'm fine. PG it is. Just we got to keep. All right, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. We're having fun. So, so Luke, we were just going over. I mean, Ethan, we're going over some of the picks. I don't know if you have your own mock draft that you're doing. I mean.
I haven't really put much thought into it, honestly.
All right, then you could just react to who we're picking. Was I next? Yes, I was. So for me next,
Yeah.
for Team Fire, the second pick for Team Fire, I think Tom is going to go right off the bat, sticking with Team Max D, going with Colton Eichelberger, getting him off the board as well. Having 3 Team Fire Max Ds all on the same team, I think they'll be pretty interesting. But I think he's going to try and get Colton off the board early. Any thoughts on that? Come on, you guys got to weigh in. You know, just
I mean,
weigh in.
Definitely.
I mean, your pick, yeah, he's been good on triple threats all season.
Definitely.
Not just that. That World Finals run was insane.
Colton. Was
A couple of years ago.
Right.
Oh,
No, he did
Not
a
this
qualify
year.
this year. He was just in an
Not
ATV.
this year.
yeah. I
No.
was like, what are you talking about? Yes,
No,
that
sorry.
was great.
No, but Cohen's San Diego freestyle, yeah, that could solidify.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So who do you get? Ryan, who do you believe the second pick is going to be for Team Fire?
I'm gonna go with Adam Anderson.
It's a solid pick. Solid going early on. Ethan, any thoughts? You've been awfully quiet.
I think that's a solid pick.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go right down the list since I didn't get my picks or whatever. But I heard you guys talking about it.
Well,
I think my first pick for Team Ice, of course, is gonna be Ryan Anderson, of course.
yeah, I think
You
that's
know,
pretty
it's kind of obvious.
yeah.
And then I think for Team Fire, would probably be, I think Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. I mean, he killed it obviously in Stadium Tour 1 this season, so I mean that's a very solid pick.
Yeah.
And then going back to Team Ice, I think I'm trying to think who's all on the list.
I mean, you can pull it up.
Oh, I think for Team Ice, I think Cody Saucier is going to be a top 3 pick. That's just my opinion. And then for Team Fire, like you said, Neil Elliott and Max D. And that's all that I can think about so far.
I said Colton for Team Fire too.
But then again, I have to
Yeah,
pull the
same.
list up because I don't know who's on the list. So
Oh, that works. All right, Ryan. So you were up for Team Ice's third pick. Who do you think that Team Ice is going to give the pick for number 3?
This may be a shocker to you guys, but I think Ice
got
will
a shocker
take
too.
Neil Elliott.
That's interesting. I mean, obviously, if Tom doesn't take Neil early, I think it's going to be pretty safe to say that
Yeah, then Scott would easily
pounce.
steal.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and take as much advantage of that as he can. Luke, who do you think that we're going to be seeing going third for Team Ice?
Neil. For sure. If I just have a feeling, Tom, like I said, of course I said Jim Kohler, but his son Colton as well. And if they don't grab him, I'm sure he's going to Ice.
Yeah, all right, I can agree with that. Ethan, any thoughts? Cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, so for me, my third pick for Team Ice, I'm going to be going with Lindsay Reed. This is another surprise for you. But I think Scott Buteau got to see Lindsay Reed in the World Finals this year, getting to see her compete. I think she was a very underrated driver that I think people may want to pounce on her early, get her off the board so that they can see that Scooby-Doo truck rocking Team Ice. I think Scott Buteau may take advantage of that pretty early.
For sure.
Then we move on. Luke, you are the next pick over here. You are getting to pick who you think the third pick for Team Fire is going to be.
All right. Adam Anderson.
That's a good pick. I gotta say, Adam Anderson should be going pretty early on. I actually have not said him yet, so we'll have to wait and see where he comes into play. For me, I think for Team Fire, I think Brianna Mahan's going to be going third for Team Fire. I think she did really well. I think Tom Meents sees that. Tom Meents got to see her as well competing in the World Finals, and I think a lot of people were really surprised by what she did. So that's pretty cool. I think it'll be nice to see her going early on. I think she certainly proved that she deserves this early pick, and that's 2 females for me going in the third round. I think that's pretty accurate. Ryan, who do you got going third for Team Fire?
Had a good season on Stadium Championship Series 2. I'm going to go with Bryce Kenny.
That is a solid pick as well. That is a really good pick. I think it's a very underrated pick as well. I don't even have Bryce Kenny going quite yet, so that's obviously going to be a little bit of an underrated pick. Then we go over to Team Ice for the fourth pick. We just mentioned him before. Everybody else has taken him off the board, but for me, I think Adam Anderson is going to be going fourth for Team Ice. Scott Buteau has seen him competing all year long. So I think Scott's going to try and pick him off the board early, and I think these other guys would make sense if we see them go before Adam Anderson, but I think Adam Anderson is a very underrated mid-round pick here. That'll bring us to Ryan. Who do you got going over there for the Ice team? Sorry, going fourth.
Ice for number 4. I have Tyler Miniga for Team Ice.
That is a very good pick. I have to admit that is solid. Luke?
I had Brianna Mahan.
All right, so we both have Brianna Mahan going early. I think that's pretty accurate. I think it would be safe to say that they are going to go. We have our first call-in, Ryan Zielsdorf, who's going to be filling in the Steel Titans League in Gravedigger the Legend, says, he just texted me, he has Tom the Duke going second. That's really funny. So I guess if you want to be on the stream, you can DM me or one of the other 3 in here, and you can let us know something if you want to be on stream. Obviously, we're going to be checking comments in a little bit if we get done with the draft early on.
Yeah, I'm reading comments right now.
Yeah.
Ryan, just DM me on Instagram. I'll add you.
That works too. Up next, we have Ryan. You are making the pick for number 4 for Team Fire.
I actually have Brianna Mahan going 4th on Team Fire.
Nice.
So we all have Brianna Mahan going in either 3 or 4. That's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's a pretty underrated pick there. I think Brianna's going to go pretty early. What do you think, Luke?
We're on Fire, correct?
Correct. Number 4 for Fire.
Todd the Duke.
All right, you got Todd going kind of late. I gotta say that's a little late for Todd. I mean, I think Todd's having his best season he's ever had, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree. It's just there's so many good drivers. It's so hard, honestly.
this is really true. Very true.
We have
and
about 20 minutes.
We do. The stream is starting in 21 minutes. It says it's going to be starting exactly at 4:05 Western time, 7:05 Eastern time. So make sure that you guys are staying tuned, because as you can see on the screen here, we've got 20 minutes and 48 seconds left. I don't know why there's 2 mice here on the screen. We can play around with those 2 if you want to see me do that, but no. So for my 4th pick for Team Fire, I think we're going to be seeing Camden Murphy going on Team Fire here. He was on Tom Meents' tour all year long, and it's very underrated talent, but I think there's just drivers who may go before him. I think Camden, I mean, you heard Ryan gave him the number 1 pick, but I got to say, I think Camden's a great driver, and I think he's a good, really mid-round filler there for any team that he goes on. He's obviously going to bring a lot of potential to that team. Then we go over to Luke. You are making our pick, kicking off the 5th round. Who do you think Team Ice is going to pick in round number 5?
Okay, Team Ice, round number 5. Camden Murphy.
Wow. All right, going back to back here. A little bit of back to back action. That brings it over to me. For me, I've got Team Ice taking Heavy D. Another pick over here. We've got Heavy D going for Team Ice. I think for Scott Buto, he's another guy. He has seen Heavy D drive all year. I think he would definitely want to have him on the team, bring a little bit of action to the team. Then we have Ryan. Then we're going to have Ethan's picks as well. Ethan said that he's gotten his picks in. And then we're going to have Ethan make his picks as well. So, Ryan, who do you think is going in round number 5?
Round number 5 for Team Ice, I have selected Team Brodozer.
Wow, all right. So that's
Nice,
that is our second. Actually, no, I think that's our third we have gone exact. So that brings us to Ethan. Who do you think Team Ice is going to be making a pick for in round number 5 and for the other rounds that you missed out on?
I gotta think about all these rounds. I think I gave up my first 3, which was obviously Ryan, Camden, and then I think it was Todd. And then of course for Team Ice, which would be the third pick for them. I don't think it's a pick that nobody's picked yet. But I'm gonna go with John Gordon, Bad Company.
That's a good pick.
He started out. I'm trying to think the word. He started out weak, I guess,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the tour, and then of course as the tour went through, he definitely picked up his game and definitely ended the season off with a strong. Trying to think of the word.
A strong note.
He ended the season strong. Yeah, strong note. And then for Team Ice, I'm gonna go with whoever said Brodozer, of course.
Yeah, for round 5.
he was
That's a good pick.
Yeah, he was another driver or another team. Of course, Heavy D went out there and didn't really think of much. Didn't think he was going to go out there and live up to the name of all the hype and stuff. But he came out and he definitely had those shows where he did good along with Diesel Dave and Colt.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Team Fire, I'm just going to throw this up in the air. Yep, I'm going to go with Jim Kohler and Avenger. For Team Fire, because I was actually at a show that he was at, and he was actually talking about how he was wanting to get on the team with Corey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
none of us thought of that.
Honestly, I didn't know.
yeah. And
I
then
have concepts I saw.
and then that's all I really have. And then of course for Team Ice, another pick that hasn't been thrown out there yet. Colvin Norton, the Black Pearl, another underrated pick.
Very underrated pick, I must
Very
say.
underrated.
So that is very good. Ethan getting himself all caught up. He is not going to be thrown in the rotation before Luke. So you guys can make sure to hear him. I completely forgot who started off this round. I believe it was Luke that started, which means that it is my turn to start off a round, which means we're moving on to Team Fire and the number 5 pick for Team Fire. I've got to go with Tyler Menninga. I saw someone in the chat saying I'm surprised Tyler Menninga has not been said yet. I think Tyler's going to go pretty middle of the road. He's having a good season, but I think because he hasn't had a ton of stadium experience, and especially in Vegas, he's had poor luck. I think that's why he may not go so early. But you never know. Somebody might surprise us and take him really early on. Ryan, who do you have going for number 5 for Team Fire?
I said Tyler 4th round for Ice, but for round 5, Team Fire, I have Jim Kohler.
That's a solid pick after Mr. Lukey over here decided to put him round 1.
Yep.
Yes,
Well, maybe, who knows, Corey? We'll see. Maybe convince Tom to pick him.
That's true. You never know. Ethan, who do you have going for? Yeah, you're after Ethan now. Don't forget. Sorry.
Well, I didn't even do Team Ice. It was at round 4 before we started going all crazy.
No, we did round 5 Team Ice. You said Team
Yeah, that's
Brodozer,
right. That's
didn't you?
right. I did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't. I said my last one was Camden Murphy for Ice. Actually.
You're right.
That's what
right.
happened.
That's true. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, you did say that. I remember. You said that.
Yes.
So, all right. So, Ethan, who do you have going 5th for Team Fire?
5th for Team Fire, I have Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger.
That's also a very underrated pick. I think Charlie's going to, and especially because they have the truck made, I think they may try to push and persuade Tom Mentz to draft Charlie Pauken maybe early on so that Scott Buto doesn't get him. But I definitely think Charlie Pauken could go very early on. I have him a little bit later on. And then Luke, after I stepped on your toes, number 5.
Oh no, you're fine. Same as you. Again, Tyler.
Wow. All right. So we're having some more duplicates as we get through. Obviously, after having some drivers being picked. So then we have Ryan. You're going to be kicking off round number 6. Who do you think's going for Team Ice in round number 6?
Colton Eichenberger.
Wow. You're saving Colton until the bitter end. You know what? I can't really blame you for that. I can
I
understand.
mean, my
that.
picks are not in order.
This is true. This is true. But you know what? We're going to pretend like they're in order just for the sake of things. We're going to keep some order here. Ethan, who do you got going in round number 6 for Team Ice?
I'm trying to think of all the people I haven't picked yet. I'm gonna get. I know y'all are gonna be like, what the heck on this. But she did her first. I guess she stretched the legs a few weeks ago in Stafford Springs and Hagerstown. I'm about to go with Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger.
Solid.
Nice.
Very solid. Luke, what about you?
Haven't seen him in a while. I'm Cam McQueen.
Very interesting. I gotta say that's a pretty good pick. And Ethan, I'm going with you here. I think Kristen Anderson's going to be going 6th for Team Ice. I think Scott Buto is going to try and pounce on that, especially because I have Ryan Anderson and Adam Anderson on Team Ice, which means that we have all Anderson family right there in Team Ice. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we are going to have Ethan. You're kicking us off for round 6 for Team Fire.
For Team Fire, another driver I don't think any of you guys have picked yet. I'm going to go with Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare.
Luke just picked him for round number 5.
Oh, did
round
he?
number 6. Yes, he
Oh,
did.
I did.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare. My
I
fault.
gotta agree with that.
No, you're fine.
Luke, you are up now for round number 6 for Team Fire.
Yes, I'm gonna go with Team Brodozer.
Interesting. I think round 5, round 6, pretty good. For me, I've got Jim Kohler going in round number 6. I think just because Jim Kohler's not having the best of seasons, but I think he also doesn't deserve to be going so late. I also really can't wait to see what he does with whatever team he's put on with his body, because obviously he's going to be throwing a sick body out there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we have Ryan. This is going to be your pick for 6th, and this is the last person making a pick for the mock draft in the 6th round.
Cody Saucier.
Another really solid pick here. We have a little over 12 minutes now until the live stream begins. This is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. We've got a lot to cover in that show. We're going to be just giving you guys live reactions to it. I may just have us not speak in the beginning so that you can hear what they're saying. But, I mean, other than that, this is going to be really cool. So now we're moving on to round 7. That is Luke. You're kicking us off with Team Ice and the 7th round pick.
Okay, Team Ice. I'm pretty sure I've only heard one person pick Charlie. I'm gonna go with Charlie.
Yes, we have only had one person. That was Ethan. So that
Ethan,
is,
yes.
Yes. So Charlie Balkin, very good pick for Team Ice. I think that is manageable, and I think we could see that happen. For me, I think for round 7, I think Cody Saucier would be a good pick there in round 7. Not too late in the draft, but also I think that fits him pretty well. Then that'll bring us over to Ryan. He is the. Who are you going for the 7th pick?
I'm going to go with Kristen Anderson.
So we're all going for Kristen Anderson over there on Team Ice. That's actually no. Did we all go for Kristen Anderson on Team Ice? No, I think Ethan said Team
I haven't
Fire.
chose her yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so never mind.
I know I chose her, but I don't know what team I put her on.
Oh no, you did. You put her on Ice. So
Okay.
we all so far have Kristen Anderson on Team Ice. That is pretty cool. And then that brings us to Ethan with the 7th round pick for Team Ice.
For Team Ice, I'm gonna have to go with Brianna Mahan and Whiplash.
It's a good.
I mean, she already has that blue ice look to it. Well, not really ice look, but she already has that blue look. So
Yeah.
why not put her on the team?
That's true. Makes a lot of sense. I can completely understand that. Then we're moving on to Team Fire, 7th round. This is did I just start the last? No, Luke started the last round, which means that I start this round, which brings us to, I'm going Cam McQueen for Team Fire. I think a Fire Northern Nightmare would be something very cool that I think they should definitely invest in trying to do if they're going to do any bodies at all. I think Cam McQueen's going to go probably later on just because of the fact that he hasn't driven at all this year. But I think Tom Menz, out of anybody's going to pick him because he's obviously seen Cam McQueen drive for a little bit longer. Ryan, who do you have going for the 7th round for Team Fire?
Well, we've already seen this truck already at World Finals 20. I'm going Charlie Plotkin and Gravedigger.
Yeah. So now we have 2 drivers who have Charlie Plotkin going on Team Fire. 1 driver has put Charlie Plotkin on Team Ice. That means that I'm the only one who hasn't picked Charlie Plotkin just yet. And then we go over to Ethan. Who do you have going in the 7th round for Team Fire?
I'm gonna add another Gravedigger to Team Fire. I know that everyone would want to see the 3 Andersons be all in one team, but I'm gonna have to go with Adam Anderson and Gravedigger.
Wow, you saved Adam for late, man.
Yeah.
Wow, I think that's very. I mean, we may end up seeing Adam go kind of late. You never know, but he is having a good year. I'd be pretty surprised if he went that late on. Then we have Luke. You're getting your 7th round pick.
Right. Like you mentioned with the bodies, which would be awesome. I'd like to see Mohawk Warriors of Fire. Definitely.
I agree. I
And
think that'd
Bryce,
be a
he's
really cool
awesome.
truck. Yes, I agree. Great guy. If you've never gotten the chance to talk to him, anybody in the live stream, he is such a great guy to speak to. If you ever get the chance, you definitely should take advantage of that. One of the best guys in the sport. So that brings us to the final 4 drivers that have not been taken off the board. For me, I still have Cole Vennard, Bryce Kenny, Charlie Plotkin, and John Gordon to still be picked. I don't know about you guys, if you guys are keeping track of who you still have left. If you do,
I'm not.
Yes.
I have a graph, so I know who's left.
all right. So who do the 2 of you have going left?
Like the
Right.
last 4.
Well, no. Just who do you still have yet to pick in no specific order?
John, Cole, Cam, and Lindsay.
Interesting. And Luke, what about you?
I have Cole, Lindsay, John, and Kristen.
Wow. All right. So very similar. We all have Cole except for Ethan. Ethan put Cole very early on. So that brings us to Team Ice for the 8th round. Ryan, you're kicking us off.
Cam McQueen.
All right. Very good pick
Nice.
I think an Ice Northern Nightmare fits because Canada's cold.
That is true. That is true.
This is true. There is kind of a fire Northern Nightmare on Rigs of Rods. It's not intended to be a fire, but it's kind of like the leaves are like red. They're like orange and fire color, and I thought that
I
was
know what
really
you're talking
sick.
about.
Yeah, really sick truck. So I mean that I would love to see that in person as well. Again, I don't really think they're going to make the bodies for the trucks, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. So that brings us over to Ethan, who you've got going round 8 for Team Ice.
For Team Ice, I'm gonna have to go with Bryce Kenny, the Great Coast Mohawk Warrior.
Wow. All right. That brings us over to Luke.
Okay, and I have. No, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go with John.
Interesting.
Change of heart.
Interesting pick. You know
I'm
what?
gonna go with Kristen, but change of heart.
Yeah, I could see John Gordon going early on. And I'm actually sticking with Ethan here. I'm going with Bryce Kenny going 8th for Team Ice. I think Scott's going to try and pick him up if he's still around. I think it would be smart for Scott Buteau to pick him up. Obviously, you've seen him drive all year long. So we'll see. So that brings us over. We are going to move on now to the for the 8th pick for Team Fire. Ethan, you are up.
I haven't picked this driver yet, and I know that it's a very, very studded lineup. A lot of good competing drivers. I haven't mentioned him yet. I think Tom's going to pick him. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Colton Eichelberger and Max D. Father and son duo.
Yeah, that works. Coming out late on, and that's another very late pick. But you know what? It makes sense. I'm sure all these drivers have I'm sure they have their reasonings for their picks. Luke, who you got going in 8th?
8th, we got Lindsay.
Interesting. Lindsay Reed, your defending showdown and freestyle champion. So that is also very, very cool. And then we are moving on to me. My pick coming in 8th for Team Fire. I've got John Gordon. I think a Fire Bad Company truck would look sick. I also think an Ice Bad Company truck would look sick. I don't think he's going to because he'd have to pay to do that, take some money out of pocket. But, I mean, either way, I think whatever truck you would go on, I think it would be really pretty. And that brings us over to Ryan. Who is your pick for the 8th pick in this draft for the Fire team?
Cole Vennard.
That's a pretty, yeah, that's
Oh.
good. That's a good pick. I got to agree
Good.
with that. And then we have one pick left per team, and that brings us over to Luke. You are making the last pick for Team Ice, the first pick for Team Ice. What do you got to say?
Wow, look at that, just in time too. Kristen, last one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could understand that. I think
I
she
think all of
Kristen
us
Anderson.
want Kristen on ice.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's true. We do. We all have Kristen Anderson
I
on
think it
ice.
fits,
Yeah.
really.
I do too. I think I mean, I have all the Andersons on ice, but I definitely think she would fit in pretty nicely on Team Ice. For me, I've got Charlie Palkin going on ice. I did not say Charlie. Oh, they are starting the live stream, it looks like. They said 5 minutes. Let's quickly spew out our things. I've got Charlie Palkin going last for Team Ice and Colvenard going last for Team Fire. I don't know if the stream's actually starting right now.
Okay, last for
it's
Team
live.
Ice, I got John Gordon, and last for Team Fire, Lindsey Reed.
Yeah, I think they are just setting us up here. We've got 5 minutes
Oh,
until the stream
I'm
starts. Oh, no,
hyped
we're
up.
not. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Let's mute ourselves.
I'm your host, Scott Jordan. We are so excited to set the stage for this incredible first-time event. Now, the All-Star Challenge will take place October 11th and 12th in Las Vegas, Nevada at Sam Boyd Stadium, a stadium synonymous with historic Monster Jam action. 2 teams of talented Monster Jam drivers will compete and battle for
Love those
supremacy in
helmets, by the
racing,
way.
freestyle, and the all-new Best Trick competition, and each driver will earn points for their team over the course of the 2 nights. Now, the 2 teams for this year will be Team Fire and Team Ice, and if you've been following us all throughout the 2019 season, you'll know that Team Fire and Team Ice have been each represented by 3 trucks that have been competing, and those trucks are here tonight. It's Team Captain Tom Mance and Team Captain Scott
Ooh.
Muto on the Ice side as Monster Jam continues its incredible run here of first-time events with the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. Now, tonight, we
It
will
just
come
drew
together
flame.
for the first time ever, so that could be a clash of personalities, a clash of elements when it comes to picking these teams, and we will have cameras on the war rooms on each side for Team Fire and Team Ice, so you get a shot of what they're thinking and maybe what the strategy is that they continue to select their teams. Now, the drivers for Team Fire and Team Ice automatically qualified for this event, and you fans voted at MonsterJam.com for 10 additional drivers that will compete in the All-Star Challenge. The final 8 drivers were selected by our team captains. Right now, let's meet some of the competitors in the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. We will start off with Team Fire, and that is captained by 12-time World Finals champion Tom Mance and Max D. Fire. Tom, you were joined tonight by your co-captains. We have Corey Rummel in Megalodon Fire and Bari Musauer in Zombie Fire. You have the second pick in the draft, but it's an epic event. The Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. We return to Sam Boyd Stadium. Talk a little bit about tonight's draft.
Oh, really excited for it. You know, I got 2 great teammates. These guys have a lot of knowledge of Monster Jam drivers and their abilities. Along with me, you know, the 3 of us are going to be able to make a perfect team to pick the greatest team for Team Fire.
You have the second
Making
pick,
a
which is
math
Team Ice.
problem
Look at that first
on the
selection.
board.
Bari.
I know you probably thought about your strategy and thought about who they're going to pick, but which way are you kind of leaning as far as whatever their pick is, or you have something to trump that, or you're just going to kind of go with however the board falls for you?
It's going to be challenging, you know, with only 60 seconds to make your next selection.
Interesting.
You want the best person possible that you can get for your
I think they
team
did the
to
coin
make
flip.
Sure the team
Probably.
Fire comes out on top.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Max D, Fire.
Just by the way,
Tom
everybody,
Mance
I
and
made
Team
sure I
Fire standing
shrunk
by in
the
their
screen
awards.
so
They
that
have
you,
the
I know you
second
can see everything
selection
else around it.
tonight,
I don't want to have
which
it full
means the
screen because
first
they may
selection goes to
copyright me
Team
for that,
Ice,
and I don't
and
want to
that
be
is captained
copyrighted
by
for
Scott
having the
Muto
video
and
on the
Toro
screen.
Loco
So
Ice.
I'm just
He
going
is
to have
joined
this
by
screen
John
on
Zimmer in
so that
Dragon
you can
Ice
see it.
and Cynthia Gauthier, our World Finals High Jump champion in Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice. Now, Scott, we just heard from Tom Mance, and he's got a little less pressure than you right now because you're technically in just a few minutes here on the clock with that first selection. I don't think there is a more important pick tonight than the first driver off the board. So what is your thought process going into that incredible first selection of the night?
You know, you just said it right there. You know, you have to have no emotional attachment to any of this. You know, you have to pick the best available athlete.
All right,
on the
Ryan
board.
got it.
So throw egos out the window and strategically pick the best person for your team.
Now, you had the most points this year, so you've known for a little while that you're going to be first on the clock. So you've had a lot of time to think
That's how
about
they
this.
picked it.
And I know this is your first opportunity to meet with your teammates, but what have you discussed so far
Huh?
when it comes to that important selection?
They said that whoever had the most
Vegas.
points at the end of
You got to throw
at the end of the
everything out
year
window.
got
you
the
know
first
what Sam
pick.
Boyd Stadium's all about.
Oh, that
Two
makes
nights
sense.
of racing. So you know it's
Yeah,
about
it's fair.
racing strong.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that. And there'll be something brand new that we're doing this year. We're not doing two-wheel. We're doing the best trick. So that's another element with Monster Jam. And then on top of that, we got Monster Jam Freestyle. So you're going to have to pick racing strong and then freestyle.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We look forward to your first selection. I'll send you back to your war room with your teammates.
War room,
and
that's
again,
funny.
we will have those cameras in the war room, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of
we're just
discussion going
offstage.
on. They've got their board set up with our talented drivers. So the roster will be filled tonight. The event is on October 11th and 12th. You can get your tickets at monsterjam.com, and we'll tell you how to save some money. More on that in just a little while. About 18 drivers up on the board. Each roster has a total of 12, and we will have every one of those picks coming in.
He's got
team
two
gets
Team
1
Max
minute
D's
to
right
get
there. The
those
bar he
picks
pointed to
in.
and said,
So
"You want this."
Without further ado, I want to show you our field of drivers for the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge. Let's take a look.
He said they're called war rooms.
Yes, he did say that.
Bro, we at the NFL draft.
That's awesome.
I
What
like
was that?
it.
We'll start off with our fan-voted drivers. It is 5-time World Finals champion and Stadium Championship Series 2 champ Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Moving on to Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. So tough to beat in freestyle, getting faster each and every week and leading that woman's evolution in Monster Jam. Brianna Mahan. The Northern Nightmare Cam McQueen coming into the field, courtesy of the fans' votes at monsterjam.com.
Mike, look at
And
Instagram.
then Charlie Pocket,
What?
another incredibly talented Gravedigger driver, a former World Finals champion as well. This field is just stacked. Might we see the Chucky dance in Vegas? We're going to find out. Cody Saucier, the first of 2 Monster Energy teammates on board in that Monster Energy pickup Monster Jam
I see your
truck.
comment.
And he is followed by Jim Cody.
Oh, wait, no, that's
two-time
Jurassic
World
Jam
Finals
Kid. That's
champion,
funny.
Mr. Excitement, always on the big stages, and this week will be no different in this draft tonight. Kristen Anderson, one of the rising stars in Monster Jam on the Triple Threat Series, now making her name in freestyle on Team Gravedigger. She was voted by you, the fans, as well. And a veteran, I call him one of the most talented drivers to not yet win the World Finals Championship, Neil Elliott in Max D. We're going to see quite a few Max D drivers in this field tonight. Another Anderson is here. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, 2-time World Finals champion, and some of the best freestyle runs you will see in Las Vegas. Then Team Brodozer, represented by Heavy D. The final fan vote came in, and Brodozer made the cut. And Heavy D, Diesel Dave, will be there competing in Las Vegas.
I really hope I don't get
Now
copyrighted
we're
for
gonna
playing
move on
this
to the
through.
team captain picks.
Oh, we'll be
And they were the
screwed.
final 8 drivers picked
That'd be really
by our
weird.
team
I mean, that would
captains for
really
Fire
suck.
And Ice. And we're going to start with the Grey Clips Mohawk.
That's right. People are going to watch it live.
I just got it.
Mohawk Nation
I
Bryce
literally just got
Kennedy.
added to a room by Monster Jam, and there's like 100 people in this group chat.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Spin Master. He's been so dominant.
Cynthia Gutierrez in here, Tyler Duke's in here,
And we go to
Mario
another
Sowers
fan
in here.
favorite,
It's literally just a
voted
bunch of
on by
random
the
people that
coaches
Monster's
and
adding.
selected Colvinard in the Black Pearl monster truck.
What
This
the
guy can beat
heck
you
is
any
happening?
single night. One of the most popular
Instagram?
drivers in all of Monster Jam.
Yeah,
Colvinard
on their
can
story,
beat
they
any
posted a thing
single
on their
night of the
story,
week. There is that incredible jump.
if you wanna join their chat, I'm leaving it, 'cause there's
I did
so
request.
many people in here.
Guinness World Record holder and
Yeah,
now
there's so
World
I'm not
Record
joining
for
that.
the Monster Jam
My phone's not about to
All-Star
explode.
Challenge. Next, we move on to John Gordon in Bad Company, who's some of the best freestyle runs over the last
I saw
month
that
or
move in
so.
person.
John Gordon in that
We know.
Bad Company Monster Jam truck, looking to make a name for himself in this competition. Our War Finals 20 freestyle
So what's your thoughts about the
champion
Glendale
is
lineup,
Lindsey Reed
Mike?
and Scooby-Doo.
I think it's good. I think it's
At
a
least-
nice
at least so
lineup.
far.
I'm looking forward to
Orlando.
it. There's still 2
Todd
spots
Leduc,
open,
the
so hopefully
second of our Monster
hopefully
Energy
they'll fill with some
teammates.
nice
He was coming
drivers.
in that incredible SUV. He was
Wait, there's 2
a
extra
competitor
spots?
As
Yeah.
well at World Finals, and he can do it all the time
What?
in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Why didn't I know this?
Yeah.
It's a mixed lineup for sure.
Yeah, there's 2 spots left that they haven't filled for the for Glendale.
Boyd going to try to get it done against some of the biggest names in the sport. What an incredibly stacked field we have talked
Oh, I thought you were talking
this
about All-Star,
over
like,
and over
way
again on
wet.
social
No.
media. You
Oh,
fans
no, no,
voted,
no, no.
And the captain's picking. It is 24.
Oh,
of
for
the
the Glendale,
best
yeah,
stars
sure.
In Monster
Here we
Jam,
go.
competing in 2 nights at the Monster
think.
Jam All-Star Challenge. Now, fans, I am not
We'll
going to do
see.
this alone tonight. I have
The,
a co-host. We are gonna bring him
team
in
leaders
right now.
meet up in the middle, shake hands,
But we're gonna give him
start
one
punching.
anyway. It is the founder of Gravedigger, a full-time
Dennis
world
Anderson coming.
champion and a living legend.
Yeah, yeah.
Dennis Anderson, welcome
There he
to the
is.
Monster Jam All-Star
Holy
Draft.
crap.
What a night.
Language.
I got to tell you, man, it's
That's
truly
a
an honor
crap.
to be here with you, Scott.
Exactly, language.
And this draft is something brand
What?
new.
He did.
And I'm excited about it. You've got 2 veteran captains back there to make these choices, but I'm going to tell you, they've got their job cut out for them. And
I'ma
I'm
kill
just
you,
curious
what?
to see their strategy at the end of this mission and how this is going to work out for everyone. one.
I tried
I
so hard.
mentioned earlier that will tell you exactly how you can save a little bit on getting those tickets if you get them at monsterjam.com.
Barry second photo.
After the draft, where we'll bring out our team.
And I love how
Fire and
Tom
Team
is
Ice
not
captains to tell
smiling
you
at all.
all about that. But right now, Dennis, I think it is time to get this thing going. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
Team Ice with the most points. They get the first pick. We are going
Dennis
to
should
join the
join the commentary booth next season.
He should.
Let's get it started.
That'd be
Welcome
awesome.
He may.
to the Monster
Oh, here we
Jam
go.
All-Star
Team Ice
Draft.
on the
So here we
clock.
go, that 1 minute
Let's get it.
Oh,
when you look at the first overall pick, so many names out here, but on paper, your son Adam Anderson has been so dominant in racing and freestyle that stands out as a good selection to me.
I'm going to tell you, absolutely. You know, and it's like not just because he's my son, but you know, for the
Ryan.
to be where it's going to be at Sam Boyd Stadium. This guy is.
I don't
in
see
tune
Ryan
to that
anywhere,
track.
so-
Here we go.
He would be my number one
First pick.
All right, Scott Buto is here. The pick is in, and we have our first overall selection. So, Scott Buto, hand it off to you. El Toro Loco
The
Ice.
pick is in.
Team Ice, the first overall selection of the Monster Jam All-Star Draft is.
No, we've had a couple months to think about this, but we didn't do it. We didn't need that at all.
It's gonna be
We knew
Ryan.
all along who our first pick was. Without a doubt, it's Ryan Anderson.
Yeah.
Ryan Anderson, son of a digger.
No
Your first
question.
son off the
Right.
board.
We already
Your
knew
first
that.
son off the board.
No
Well,
question.
good pick. I'm gonna tell you, I don't even know which team to cheer for yet until we get to the end of our strategy, we call it here. But you know,
I'm
Ryan
rooting for both
being
teams.
on
I'm
that team
sorry.
right there,
I
those-
can't
I'm rooting
help
for
it.
whatever team
I
Colvin
know.
Ard's
I
on.
gotta go with both teams.
I'm going whatever team Colvin Ard's
Freestyle
on.
wins on the year for Ryan
Yeah.
Anderson.
I'll go
He
with
had the highest
whatever
two-wheel
Kristen's on.
skills, score of the year in St. Louis and won Stadium Two-Wheel Skills of the Year. But we don't have that competition in this All-Star Challenge. We have the best trick.
I think the cameras are blocking the view because it's kind of a bit of a spoiler-esque
One
thing.
opportunity.
This is
Now,
true.
he can do the bicycle,
Yeah.
into the moonwalk or the nose wheelie, but it's just all about that one hit. Can Ryan take what he does in the two-wheel skills competition and translate that into the best?
Are they on the clock right now?
I think he
I have
will.
no idea.
I can tell you
They're
right
not
now,
really-
He is not going to let
They're
you do
just
that.
talking.
And like I say, you know, Ryan, he is just now getting
He should
through
be.
the hard loops.
Okay,
of
yeah, they
the
were.
track.
Now at the pick.
So they get
is
one
There we go.
hit
Yeah,
for best
captain
trick.
of Team
It's gonna be funny.
Fire.
Tom and,
Yeah,
and Dennis right
that's-
next to each
Ryan
other.
Anderson off the board. That took one off of your board.
Tom looks like he's got, like, the flu.
There it is.
All-Star Draft is.
It's real simple for us. This guy, he's got a legendary status there at Monster Jam, you know, especially in Las Vegas. Adam Anderson.
Wow.
True big-time champion. We're
Y'all are
starting
ahead
with
of me.
family. That's exactly what we wanted to do.
Yeah, we
What
are.
an amazing
We're way
pick,
ahead of
Dennis.
you.
Your
They
sons now will compete
picked
against each
Adam.
other in an
Okay.
incredible event.
Well,
Wow.
all I can say
Adam.
is, Scott, it won't be
Second overall, okay.
They competed against each other. And,
That's
and both of them,
crazy.
man, and I'm gonna
Both
tell you,
Andersons
Adam
going round
out
one.
there, he's
That's
on
nuts.
a rail when it comes to racing.
Nice. Wow.
Got that chicane down.
I had a
It
feeling.
is, you know, the Thunder Alley. So, you know, Adam's
All right, it
scored
kicked
the
me off
racing
for some
part
reason,
of it. I'm gonna tell you,
but
man,
that is
he's
a
gonna be
very,
there.
very
Ryan,
weird
for
pick.
Freestyle,
It is a
Team
weird
Ice.
pick. I agree.
Adam Anderson, 40.
They made their pick. I think that's Neil Elliott that he just picked up.
In Kansas City and Nashville, when he gets
Yep,
to the final
you're
round,
correct.
it is almost unstoppable, and that's been going on for the last couple years. and
That's
why he's a
crazy.
five-time
That just
world
screws
champion.
everything up.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, you see that? Yeah,
Today
that's
on
the.
Team Ice, we're now
Yeah.
into the
Well,
second round, but the third overall selection in the Monster Jam All-Star Draft is.
You know what?
Could you see who it was?
It looked like
it was
way
Neil.
We had their pick. It had to be Neil.
Yeah, it
Ice
was.
actually is
Elliott,
weird.
thank you. That's
It
an incredible
was.
pick. Why
Neil
did you pick
Elliott.
Neil?
Because we need to mess with Tomhead. I mean, he's taking
What?
the one driver.
Oh my
with us, and we're
God.
Taking one from the Max D and our team.
wow.
Thank you, Cynthia. That's an
Nice.
incredible pick. And
Yeah, you guys are behind me.
We've got your sons.
You're in front of me by a
They take
decent
one away from
second.
Tom Metz, Neil Elliott.
I'm in
feel
front
like
of
I'm
everybody.
way
Well,
behind.
I'm gonna
There's
tell you,
some.
Neil right here. Now he hasn't won a world championship, you know, out at the, you know, at Sam Boyd Stadium. But
Ugh.
this guy right here, this year, I think he's going to come to the top. So what a good pick, and Tom is going to miss him on their team.
Big
The all-time
time.
leader in two-wheel skills challenge wins. We mentioned that. That's
I'm
not
trying to
gonna
watch and see who
happen
Tom picks
in
up.
Las Vegas, we have that best trick competition, and you don't get a second chance. It's that one.
Look at Byron. Look at them over there. Just.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
No do-overs.
It does,
Yeah.
but
I love that zombie shirt so much.
I want those helmets.
Pick is in.
He'll get this.
Bari Musau.
Man, you are really ahead of me.
member of Team Fire, driving
Yeah, I
Team
haven't hit
Fire.
that
So
yet. Wow.
now into
Yeah, I
it, we
did.
saw
Alright.
Neil Elliott just come off the board. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
so I got
There it
two
is. I
right,
just
one
got
wrong.
it right there.
But here we go with the fourth.
Is it Bryce
overall
Kitty?
selection in the 2019
I don't know.
Monster Jam All-Star Draft.
Find
Team
out.
Fire selects.
Colton Eichelberger.
Colton Eichelberger.
the Team
Going
Mintz.
second. I knew that
To,
was coming.
Tom Mintz's stable over there at Team Fire. You know, we didn't really have to think long and hard at this. You know, he's a 2015 rookie. Of the
Yeah,
year.
you had to see that coming when they took Neil. When they took Neil, you had to know that was
Pick. I'll let you
coming.
get back to your war room. So,
I got 2 right, 2 wrong so far.
Gets his son back.
Me too.
Michael Berger won
Damn.
Guinness Book of World
Mine's
Records
all
for
messed up.
jumping over all those Monster Jam.
I just don't think it is. I don't know. It
I
probably
figured
is.
this card was going to be pulled. You know, Tom wasn't going to deal with that. You know, he lost Neil, but he's going to hang on to his son. But he's going to be a great asset to his team over there.
It's a very
Tom
good pick.
knows this kid. They
Yeah,
will
very good
practice
pick.
for this
What do you
event.
guys think?
I'll guarantee you that.
And
What's
the last
next?
Time, he was in Vegas.
Todd,
Oh, well,
I
I've got
think.
Lindsey Reed. I mean,
Todd.
Well, I think Todd
Tom
too,
has done it
yeah.
in Vegas, so
My picks are random, so-
What did I say? I think I said Cody.
They are both record setters.
No
when it comes
offense
that, but
to
Colton
Lindsay and
Eichelberger,
Chris,
not a lot
or
of
I almost said
stadium
Christina.
experience,
Kristen.
threats here most
I
of the
think
year.
both ladies are
Now
gonna go
he has
last.
that big
That's
stadium.
just.
We
I don't
mentioned
think
that
they'll
the
let them go
Vegas
last.
style, the Chicago style.
Alright, John's
in
making the
Vegas. It's
pick.
gonna be interesting to see what Colton Eichelberger can
Right.
do
The
with
pick
that.
is
He just needs
in.
to be unleashed. So
I
put
couldn't
him in the
imagine seeing
stadium.
an ice
See what he's
bulldozer.
got.
Speaking
But that's
of
not the pick,
Unleashed,
though,
we are
but-
unleashing the dragon. John
You don't know
Cena,
that.
Dragon Ice, welcome to the stage. So we're now into round number 3. You have the 5th overall selection.
Now we're getting into more of
Here is
the
with
up in the air
5th overall
drivers.
pick in the Monster Jam
Yep.
All-Star Draft.
It's 2 superstars for
Cody
4 superstars.
Saucier.
The team and I went with.
Oh, who called it?
At big show.
Wow. Cody going round 3.
I'm wrong.
Cody is truly.
He was so surprised when I picked Cody.
I was. Wow.
Wow.
Cody.
Good for Cody.
Oof.
Good for
Good.
Cody.
Seriously, he must be feeling good about that.
Team Ice is a
That was
powerhouse right now.
Exactly.
Oh,
what John
easily. They're a
said.
juggernaut.
This kid right here started from the ground up. He wrenched his.
I honestly
fingers
love
together
his
and
first
worked
gear,
his
second gear
fingers off his
racing.
truck.
Yeah.
Even at Gillette, he did that around almost every
I
turn.
love his throttle rhythm.
The first turn and the last turn, last round when he won in the finals, he did.
Cody right there.
Yeah.
He's got that Anderson throttle snap, and I just love him. But he is a good, consistent
Oh,
driver,
wow.
and the guy is fast on the track, making those turns.
Yeah, I agree,
unbelievable.
Dennis.
I'm glad I'm not competing against these guys.
So we've got some Digger teammates split up, some brothers split up. We have some Max D teammates split up.
We also may have another Monster Energy team split up.
I think I'm surprised that Corey Rummel actually attended this draft. I don't know why.
Alright, Corey making the
So this
pick
is
right
not
now.
who I picked, but I'm gonna call Todd. I'm calling.
Corey's going right now. Camden Murphy.
Yep.
Pretty much came with an awesome.
Oh, wow.
We wanted the most consistent
Wow.
driver we can come up with.
We got a new. He got a new crew shirt.
We needed someone.
He got a
to
new
basically
crew
bring
shirt.
home the points and get us to
Wow.
No, that's what he wore in St. Louis.
Corey, thank
Is
you
it?
very much. So Dennis,
Yeah.
when you look at Camden Murphy,
Wait.
Bakugan Dragonoid,
Wait,
I
who
don't think
just said they went to St.
someone
Louis?
was mentioned more
I
often
did.
in the World Finals than Camden. He seemed to be there in
Ryan?
every single
Let me
competition.
Yeah.
tell you right now. This
Oh,
young guy
you're the
right
guy that I
here
talked to on
will
Instagram.
be
You went to the Saturday night show. Or
probably
the,
Yeah, I went to
the
Saturday
best
night.
drivers out
Yeah.
there at the World
I went
Finals.
with Ryan and Kylan on them on
Consistent,
Sunday.
calculated, fast, smooth.
I might hit up both
What a
shows next
good
season.
sport. You know, it's
Same.
when I say a good sport, he doesn't.
All right,
if
they
he
got
comes in
38
second
seconds
or
on the
third,
clock for
you
Team
can tell,
Ice.
man, he's still
Mine is 40.
Yeah,
That's
you're
your-
good 10 seconds in front of me.
That
Wow.
kid right there can wheel.
I've been taking my headphones off, so I can't hear you guys say who it is.
Ah. Well, then I just won't say who it is. I won't say who it is.
See, don't say until y'all see it.
He picked up Bryce Kennedy.
It is incredible.
You don't know that. I didn't see him pick up Bryce.
So the
I
next
know. I'm just trying to get
Oh,
everyone
shh.
composed.
in the 2019 Monster Jam
This
All-Star
guy.
Draft, Team Ice.
What are you doing,
is another
Scott?
nightmare.
Wow.
Okay, bye.
Wow.
Who's this pick?
He is one of my
It's Cam
favorites, I gotta
McQueen,
tell you
Northern.
that.
Cam McQueen. Okay, that's what I'm running with.
Wow.
He has been here for
Canada, it's
10
cold. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He called it.
Team,
That
they
was
are
earlier
both
than I
great
expected.
teams so far.
And he doesn't tell anybody.
Easily,
about
yes.
it. And so every time he gets ready to run, I would always work my way over to the stage, over to the corner, just so I could see what he was going to do.
Yeah, everyone
to
loves
see if I
Cam
could
McQueen.
Copy something this guy done, but he's a good one.
Needs to be back in
One of our,
stadiums.
world
Yeah.
champions that are in the field.
For
We
his
have
last
many
show.
of them, 2012 World Freestyle Champions.
We don't
So
know.
we'll see what that big Las Vegas track's going to look like out there. We've seen many World Finals tracks just looking spectacular with a lot of space. But when you have two different styles of racing, you have Chicago style and Vegas style. I mean, you got to prepare both nights for different racing strategies.
Exactly. And the track, the track comes and goes. Some it's dry, sometimes it's wet. And but these guys, they've got their work cut out for them.
27 world championships are combined in this field, including a reigning.
We have 71 people in
We'll see
the in the live stream right now. Hello, everybody.
With this draft, Team Fire is on
Team Fire on the clock.
With
Bari
selection,
dropping and dipping.
2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire
The live
selects
stream disappeared from me.
Tyler Menega.
Wow! Another one going earlier.
How
Did
about
they pick?
that? Tom Mintz
You'll
over
see.
picking my babies over
Oh man,
for
I
his
am
team. Isn't that something? And let me
getting
tell you something about
Wow.
destroyed.
Tyler.
he is
That's
the
great.
craftiest
Tyler is
driver,
good.
The most trickiest driver that we've had out there when it comes to moon.
3 right, 5
You
wrong.
carry this kid out
Wow.
to Vegas
Stupid.
and put him down Thunder Alley.
I have
No guy can do
Ryan
better than this
Wright,
guy right here. I'm telling you,
Colton
the whole
Wright,
family, he has been neck
and
neck
Tyler
with
Wright.
Adam
That's it.
McBride all the way down there. So
I have
he
Adam
wants
Neal
to
and
conquer
Cam
a win.
Wright.
He wants it, and he's got more experience under his belt from when he was there the last time. So that was an excellent pick.
He's got a lot of success inside that stadium. He's made it to quite a few racing finals at Sam
I like
Boyd.
these driver
Talk
cars that they
about
made. I like them a
domination.
lot.
He is
Yeah, me
dominating
too.
triple threat
It's fun.
I like them a
every
lot.
year for the last 3 years. He has been a
They're doing
champion.
this well. They did this really well, even though I don't know if they're actually doing this live.
More than
Still
2
very
times, I
cool.
can tell you that.
Yeah.
So Tyler Menega, a great pick, and the clock now down to 18 seconds. We see a lot of action going on in the war rooms now.
The
It's
war
easy to pick
rooms.
The first 2, but now you got to start really thinking
Okay,
about where you're
so
going.
the
I
pick
saw a
is in.
Gravedigger.
TA is here. The pick is
So let's
I
see
saw a
who's
green
going.
And
pitcher.
we are now at
I
the
saw a
ninth
green
overall
pitcher, so it has to be
selection.
Todd.
This one is a
Oh,
good
it's
one. So
Kristen
with the ninth
Anderson.
overall
It's gotta
pick
be.
in the 2019
If it's
Monster
Gravedigger.
Jam
We'll see.
No,
Coming in right now.
Gravedigger's
for
purple.
Ice.
Todd LeDuc.
Yes.
Monster Energy.
Going
So
a lot later than he
Todd
should
and,
be, but yes.
Another incredible
Yep, knew it.
Team
Uh-huh.
Ice is a juggernaut.
Yep, got that
Absolutely. And he
one
is
right.
fast.
Oh my God,
Me
Team
too.
Ice is so stacked. Jesus Christ.
I was just gonna destroy Fire.
Yeah, they really are. These guys are amazing.
This guy will go to the top.
And we have our first 2 teammates now.
Jesus.
Cody Sosiak
Got
stay on the
Todd,
same
Neal,
team
Cody,
at Team Ice and
Cam.
Monster
Oh my
Energy.
God.
We go back to
This is gonna be
some of the highlight
awesome.
moments
Yeah, it
of
really
2019.
is.
This is nuts.
Man, the Monster Jam live stream disappeared from me. I can't watch it. I'm trying to watch it.
You know, we talked
Come
about
watch it on my
show
stream.
NBCSN that NASA right around the corner, and we had a
That's what I'm gonna do. Can't figure out how to mute it. Phone's
He's
being
pointing
weird.
at Heavy D. He was pointing at Heavy D.
Most awesome jumps.
You know, I'm just
I
gonna
had
put
to
it on the
follow
TV.
him
How
one
about
year
that?
after
That's
the
also an
finals.
intelligent move. We'll just
That
tell you who
gap
they
was
picked
good.
then.
I fell and broke
Yeah,
I
he-
got
yeah,
YouTube
he-
app right on my
he picked
DVL.
Heavy D.
Seeing him fly to the moon.
We'll see who they pick. Bari bringing in.
Someone needs to take Bryce.
I had Bryce going late, so we'll see.
Yeah, Tom had Heavy D. He had Tom Heavy D. So
Let's see.
Mike.
Brodozer.
Brodozer is in fact who he's picking. Wow.
2019 Monster Jam co-rookie of the year.
What'd you say?
Will suit up on Team
I go on my
Ah.
TV on YouTube, recommended first thing, live reaction to All-Star Draft.
Absolutely. And you know what's unique about this is the
Oh, gotta mute that.
Brodozer for
I had Heavy D
Team
going in round
Fire.
5, but I had him
This
going for
guy
Team
is
Ice.
just-
I'm all sorts of
all the
wrong,
time. I know
dude.
that he's gonna be the
I've been
one
right
guy
a few.
that's gonna be the one-shot wonder
Yeah, I've got
out
like
there on the track. I feel like
4 right.
He's
That's
gonna let
it.
it all hang out. And
Yeah, I
they
forward
bring a
right
good
too.
team.
Heavy D's absolutely fearless.
I think
on
with
the
that
track.
pick, I think that really
On
pushes
Memorial Day
Team Ice
on
high.
Discovery
High
Channel,
up.
He jumped that moving airplane.
Yeah.
And just the 8-pack backflip ramp, he's just been fearless with it all year. So he's a guy, he's sort of like not an underdog, but just a guy that you want to watch when he gets out there because you never know what he's going to do. And he always seems to top himself over and over again. And sometimes it's by accident, but he'll never claim
What do you guys think?
it's by accident.
Oh, I know it. And you can
I think
look
he's
at it.
gonna
We
go
can
for
tell
Lindsey
that
Reed
that's how
here.
he drives. But the truck, man, I just love the
I'm still
uniqueness
saying
and the
Bryce.
torque of that diesel motor and the way the truck
I
reacts.
can't see who that is.
You know, if you hold your foot in a motor in one of the blower motors, you're going to be breaking parts. This thing kind of makes them
Damn,
live,
shit.
but
Oh,
it
I mean,
sure,
sorry.
it sure puts on a great show.
All right, Dennis, the pick
can't
is in
even
for
read
Team
it.
Ice. And with the 11th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star
I like this draft
Team
concept. I
Ice
like
selects
it.
Cole Vennard.
Wow! Yes!
Right there.
Guy-
Woo! Let's go!
You got to be proud of Cole Vennard.
I am, man. This guy.
Attaboy.
He's grown up with my kids.
Oh, an
You know,
Ice
through the
Black
toolbox,
Pearl.
through the-
That is
would
hot,
dope.
even though they're never going to do that.
You know, he proved
Way to go,
that-
Cole. I'm so happy
never
that
know.
I'm so happy that Cole got a high
Grew up right
pick.
there
So
at the shop
happy.
In, you know, in North Carolina. And this
Wait,
is a
Mike,
great
what'd you say?
guy.
Did you say they're not gonna
He
do
loves
that?
his fans like
No,
the fans
Cole's
love
not
him.
going to do that. They're not going to
Black
pay for an
Pearl, he
Ice
lets
Black
it
Pearl.
all hang out.
And you look at his 2019.
Hey, maybe because
They're
Stealth's
not
putting on
paying
this
for it.
whole thing, they're gonna Yeah, they're gonna make all the bodies.
No, I doubt it.
Monster's paying for it.
I really doubt it.
If they're gonna go this hard, they have to, honestly.
Yeah, even with the draft already, it's like, screw it.
We'll
Pumping
see.
people up, making toys, and then they don't do it.
We'll see.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I just don't want to get my hopes
Honestly,
up.
I agree with you. Right, exactly.
I don't
just
want to
be
get my
very
hopes up and
surprised.
it be wrong.
To the iron. You better have your iron.
No one stick out of Bryce or
Just give me a Yeti truck and I'll be
I was
okay.
like, we still have Charlie. What?
As Corey Rummel brings that out here.
Oh, we have Lindsey Reed,
12th overall
Bryce Kenny,
selection in the
Kristen
2019
Anderson, Charlie
Monster
Parker.
There's no ice digger, and I'm pissed.
Let's see, ice. Yes, there is. Oh, wait, no, there's not.
Stacked with Gravedigger drivers.
Jim, watch, Jim.
No.
I'd be surprised if it
Okay,
is. Yeah.
that one's right.
It is not.
You did debut this at World Finals 20.
Interesting.
I did get this one right.
Charlie.
Charlie Parkin.
But this cat
3
Charlie
Gravediggers
Parkin.
on Team Fire.
to
That
me,
is
he's a
crazy.
better freestyler than he is a racer. But I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot let this guy slip not one time around the racetrack because he's been there and he's won it. Look at his stats here.
Now, he's a World Finals freestyle champion back in 2010. You talk about his racing.
World
Every
Finals freestyle
championship
champion
series
back
he
in
gets in year after year,
2015
when
too.
it comes down to it, he always seems to be in there, at least in the top 3, if not one of the top 2 contending for the championship, and he's still doing it after all these years.
I think in like 2015.
Charlie Hawkins
He deserved it in
will make
2015.
competitors sweat.
Oh yeah,
Veteran driver,
absolutely.
somebody that I know a lot of these young drivers look up to. So it's got to be a thrill for somebody like Tyler, who's on the same team with Charlie, to be able to line up, next to him, race with him, learn from him. How does that work at your shop and when it comes
Come
to
on,
team
respect
drafting?
Kristen.
I'm telling you, man, just the drive and wanting to get
Team
to
Ice
the
going
goal
out here
of
now
that
for
team.
their 7th
It
pick.
helps all the newcomers.
All right, the pick is in. And with the 13th overall selection in the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft, Team Ice selects Brianna Mahan.
Wow.
Whiplash. And what a year Brianna
You know
Mahan
what?
had. And what
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yes, it was. I'm going to tell you, man. These
I'm
young
wrong
ladies,
again.
Oh, but she didn't get on Team
Wow.
Fire. She's not
that's
getting that
right.
fire body. Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
no.
And
That
a lot of
sucks.
this comes from the professor, meaning Tom, going to the university.
Wait,
I have a
who
feeling
picked
she'd be
Amsterdam University.
Brianna to be on
Now,
ice?
These teams right here.
I mean, Brianna's cool.
And with
Did I
Brianna
choose
Mahan's
Brianna?
selection at 13th overall,
I
that
did.
puts 2 female drivers still left on the board in Kristen Anderson and Lindsey Reed.
All right,
Any
Tom
given
picked Jim
night,
Kohler.
I've seen her just tear apart her competitors and win these freestyles.
Absolutely. She drives fearlessly.
Yeah, I had Jim Kohler
I'm
going
telling you,
and
she's still calculated.
for Team Fire too, so
All
we'll
right, Tom,
see.
thank you
I feel
very
bad
much
for
being
John
here in the
and
draft.
Jim right now.
13th overall
I'm
selection.
not. I'm not. I'm not
Monster
surprised.
Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects Mr. Excitement. Jim
Yeah,
Kohler.
Jim Kohler,
Yeah.
a Fire Avenger. I am
Team
hyped.
teammate and Jim.
I've got to tell you.
Oh,
man,
I am
John has
hyped.
been there,
Oh, sweet.
been good and bad. Been
Let's
to
go.
every World Finals.
I got that one right.
He's
Fire
the only
Avenger
competitor
is going
every
to be
single one of
sick.
them. And
That
this
would
guy
look
lets it all hang
awesome.
Can't wait,
Here's
dude.
Evansville,
Cannot
He
wait.
got picked by Team Fire. That he's going to do a special
no way, a
design
Fire
for All-Star John.
Avenger.
Occasionally in racing, his truck will get down. It's sturdy, it's big, it's bulky.
Jim said
It's just a job done. I
here at the
love
show, well, that I was out here in Evansville, he said that if he got picked by Team Fire, that he's going to do a special Team Fire design.
Yeah, of course he is.
I think.
All right, 4
think
trucks
that-
left.
I saw purple.
Overall selection in the 2019
Bryce
Monster
Kenny.
Jam All-Star Draft, and this one, I think this is
Come on.
probably the unsung pick of the draft. Team Ice selects John Gordon.
No, it is not.
Bad Company. And I've been
Very
high on him
interesting
all year.
pick.
I've seen him get better.
Hang
Not
on.
the team I expected him to be
You
on.
know John Gordon very
Oh, got that one right.
well.
Oh, man, I'm starting to have doubts.
He's been right there.
I'm really
working out
happy
of the
that
North
Dennis
Carolina
is a
shop.
co-host for this
He
entire
has
thing and
proved
not
for
just like a
Ryan
one-time
for,
interview.
Me too. I agree.
I've got to tell you, man. This
I had a
guy-
feeling once they showed
I
him
don't
that
think
I was going to
he's
be
been down
John
that
Gordon.
far.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice,
So
nice.
that can be a little sketchy.
I'm getting
but
worried.
Why?
This kid just
I don't
you
know.
think
last,
Bryce is going to go
you know,
last?
6 or 7
Wow, I'm
races.
surprised
No,
that
I
they're
don't-
letting the girls go out
Brandon
last.
Levin, a
I'm
lot of us
very
out here
surprised
had
about
to win
that.
it.
That makes me upset.
I thought they were going to have the girls go early just for political purposes, but they're not. They're going to actually have
No,
them
it
go
would be better
last.
if they went in the middle.
Political purpose, I love it, honestly.
I'm
But you're right,
surprised.
though.
I'm very surprised.
Obviously, you have to be fast, and you have to be fast.
But I'm actually happy about that. That's actually a good thing. So
But freestyle and that best trick is all about that wow moment.
Yes, and if
All right,
he, and he's got
Bari.
good equipment. If he keeps it
All right,
together,
don't say anything
better.
until I
Don
see
Gordon.
this.
Okay.
Pick is in.
Yeah, nobody say
with the
anything.
16th
I already know who it is,
selection in
but
the 2019 Monster Jam All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects Bryce Kenny, Great Clips, Mohawk Warrior. So Dennis Mohawk Nation.
Wow, you got your wish. Whoever
Gotta
wanted
tell you,
that.
man, that is a good pick.
You got your
Yes.
wish.
He's Mr.
I haven't seen it
in
yet.
my book.
Give it like
But
4
this
more
dude
seconds
right
and I'll
here,
see
when
it.
he comes out on
The
track,
spin master will come to
he
life.
can
That was me.
absolutely-
You got your wish.
I got my eyes
Nice.
too.
Great to watch.
So there's 2
Dude,
trucks
Bryce is
left, and it's the
awesome. He
2
got-
girls.
Sorry.
You know,
I
right
think it's
there
safe to say
Yeah.
that
right there at the
Lindsey
top.
Reed's
But
going to
I'm
go
gonna tell
to
you what he
Team
does
Ice.
getting to the top, he has
No,
everybody
come on.
sweating
Let it be
down the track.
Kristen.
I want Kristen to be last just for your sake. All right, last.
No, I want Kristen to be on ice.
So,
Let's
whoever
see.
This pick is, that means Team Fire knows who they have to take with the next selection. But here we go.
Come
with
on.
the 17th overall selection of the 2019
do you guys think?
All-Star Draft.
Kristen, please.
I'm going to let you read it.
Kristen.
It's the Team
Wait.
Ice select.
I already know who it is.
Kristen Anderson.
Don't say anything.
I got to
Come
tell
on.
you, man, the ice team over there's
You'll know.
enough these women on that side.
Come
over
on.
There, and I
God
think
damn it.
that Cynthia's got
Yes, let's go.
got a little pull over there. She's got girl power on her side.
She's so
helping her
hot.
out.
Oh my god.
Kristen, you know, she's
Oh my
No.
And I was good because I could die happy.
You're ridiculous.
She is wide open in freestyle. She drives like her.
All right,
brothers.
so they're getting Lindsey Reed on Team Fire. I think Team Ice is getting a
Alright, let's
big.
go.
They're getting a big crush for having for having Kristen Anderson. That's gonna really hurt them.
Honor for her to be there, and especially
Tom is so upset right now. Jeez.
Why? He got the better driver.
No, yeah. He's got a good
She's the
team.
current world finals champion.
He got the better driver.
Watching in the stands.
Well, you know,
Nah.
at this point in the game,
Yes.
I've got
Definitely got the
3
better driver.
chances for some of my team members to pull it off, and my family members.
It's the last pick. Just go and do
As long
it.
as one of mine is at the top, we're good.
All right, the final pick is in.
I love how
Corey very much.
she's your showdown champion and freestyle champion, and she goes last. It just goes. That just speaks volumes.
And final selection in the 2019.
Well, I mean,
All-Star Draft. Team Fire selects Lindsey Reed.
You know.
In Scooby-Doo. and
That speaks volumes. That she's going last.
And she is the final pick.
Oh man,
She went last.
I
That
will.
is, I'm telling you, every
Swear
every
word if she does. There she is.
laying on
Yep.
their table
Is she
right
what?
now. There is
Yeah,
no
well.
slouch in this basket of what we have for competitors.
Whoever did the
These
captain decision to
people
put
and these
Lindsay in.
guys, I'm telling you, man, it's like, you know, Lindsey Reed bringing it. She
Why?
was flowing and going at the World Finals like you would not believe, and she was the first out. Very seldom do you come out first, second, or third and end up with the highest score at the end of the night. This young lady did. It was very
No, she wasn't first out. She was like second or third.
Second, she was
Take a
second.
look now. The teams are set.
Hey,
Adam
he's
Anderson,
an older
Ryan
man.
Anderson went off
Wow,
first.
look at
First
these
overall
teams,
pick, and
man.
then
I think
Lindsey
Team
Reed
Ice has this in the
overall
Team
bag.
Ice is gonna
field
go
is
on.
incredibly stacked
Go.
in, but just look at the parity on the team.
I think Team Ice has this in the
Brothers are
bag.
split up, brothers and sisters
Oh,
are split
easily,
up,
yes.
teammates are
Yeah.
split up. I'm so excited.
think Team Ice has
for
it in
the
the
Monster
bag.
Jam All-Star Challenge.
I
So
agree.
since
Killer.
all these
I am taking
teams have
I
been
love the whole
selected,
family. You know,
let the
most of the
concepts
family
roll
is
in.
track. So the rest of the family, we have. No
If they
choice.
actually
We
showed
are
it out, that would
going
actually
and
be
we're
pretty
gonna
cool.
cheering them on.
And
With this
Steel
All-Star
Titans,
event.
guys. Come on now.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
DLC,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
The
End of
challenge
August,
and
they're
what it
saying.
takes in the
I don't want to
draft
quote them, but I
is
mean, they did.
unbelievable. When I heard about it,
They
I
did
was
They did say end of
it.
August. It's gonna
What if
be.
Rainbow is watching the draft? It's like, all right, we gotta make these trucks into the game now.
Well, they've probably made a bunch in there.
Tomorrow.
Friday and Saturday, and we're bringing.
Oh, don't even do
Hold
that.
on, I want to hear what they're saying.
For everybody that's come to Vegas and seen us at World Finals and stadium events, they've seen that Thunder Rally, that chicane race.
Yeah, they're talking about the track.
We're going to bring that back on Saturday, but on Friday night we have something so special, and I'm so excited about it. We are bringing for the first time ever Chicago-style racing to Sam Boyd Stadium, and not only that, but it's going to go inside and outside. You're going to start in, you're going to go
There you
out,
go,
and
Ryan.
come back in. So it's anybody
There you go,
that
Ryan.
comes in that. Talk a little
Hang on, I
bit
haven't
about
seen it yet.
Chicago-style racing in Vegas.
I've got to tell you, man, it's like I can't wait to see it happen because just
Wait,
think
what?
of what we do when we're taking off from a dead
Now you know what the
stop.
track
How's that even gonna happen?
Chicane down Thunder
What do you
Island,
mean?
we're
What'd they
getting
say?
Speeds of 70 miles an
They're
hour.
going outside the track. They go down Thunder Alley, go outside the back of from where the starting lines are. They go around that way and fly down the Thunder Alley, and the jumps are going to be in Thunder Alley and on the far end.
Veterans out there too. So I'm
That
going to
is
tell you guys,
what?
pack it
You're gonna
up, put it on the
crash.
calendar. This is going to be the place.
It's gonna be
to
sick.
for
I'm so excited.
All-Star event.
Wait, so they wrap-
I
so
didn't
they
get to
go
see
out-
it. The stream was weird.
So they are going to be going to. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna hear what they say about the best trick. They get one hit, and they can do anything they want.
It can be a bicycle. It can be a wheelie. It can be anything, but you get it one time and one.
So you get
time only.
one
You have to
hit
press
to
that
do whatever you
crowd
want.
That will be jam-packed in Sam Boyd Stadium.
Wow.
That is going to be tough. That's a tough competition to me because if you go out, it's like you can't even feel the ramp. You can't even feel what you want to do. You know, you have got to get this thing. You got to plan this, and you got to hope that you can make this thing stick when you put it out on the track. Ryan Anderson will probably be one of the guys that can go from a bicycle to a moonwalk that can walk away from that thing.
All right, we're going to find out Saturday. We go back to that Las Vegas style racing. We bring back Thunder Alley, which is a huge fan favorite.
I'm so excited for this event now.
Bring that finals field back to Sam Boyd Stadium.
It is going to
I
be
was iffy
sick.
about it at first.
Yes, I'm going to.
I was iffy about it at first.
I've known
Now they're
about this.
talking about it,
I've
like,
known
teams are
about
set.
this racing
it's
style
gonna be
for a
a
few
great
months,
experience.
so I'm really excited
And
for
I
it.
know it's all new to me.
I'm so
and
confused.
and it's all new to the game of
I'll explain it. We'll go back into the.
That's right. Saturday night
When they
we
stop,
close
I'll
it out
explain.
with a freestyle competition like you've never seen before. 24 of the biggest superstars in 20.
All-Star Challenge is gonna be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Jam trucks in the world.
This is our
wanna go
second
now.
premier event.
Freestyle run, all trying to gain points for their team. Now there will be an overall event champion, but it's team bragging rights. So one team will walk out of there as the champion. That will be Team
I think
Ice.
the freestyle track is gonna be like classic
I'm
World
excited.
Finals, like
This draft, I think, was great.
Imagine they
World
bring back
Finals like 14 to like 10.
Dennis, before we sign off, it's been an incredible night, but let's talk to our team captains. Let's bring Tom Mintz out here, captain.
They're talking to the
of Team
captains.
Fire. And Tom, let's talk a little bit about your draft. You had the second overall pick. You went with Adam Anderson, and you ended with a World Finals freestyle champion in Lindsey Reed.
You know, Corey and Barry and I, we're super excited about the team we got. We did not think the picks would go that well for us. We have a great mix of youth, kids that know awesome new tricks, kids that have been trained at Monster Jam University, are really technical with those tricks. We have great experience too. I mean,
You turn that off?
Adam Anderson, he landed a good one there. That guy knows
What
his
is that?
way around the Las Vegas track as
Wow,
well as
Team
anybody,
Fire looks
or any race
great.
track he's on.
My
What an
fault.
incredible race.
Ryan's trying to get his Discord working,
We have
and
great lady
I thought I
competitors.
muted myself.
You
My
know,
fault.
World Finals champion Lindsey Reed, top to bottom, a really
I need
Team
Team Fire and Team Ice
Driver.
logos.
They do right there in the background.
Now, we had a camera.
Yeah,
on.
you gotta edit.
We saw
Oh.
you guys working together to try to figure this out. Were
I
there
do
any
need that
clashes,
Camden Murphy
styles
picture
between you
in
and
Heavy
Barry
D.
Corey as far as who you wanted to pick? Was there any disagreements?
Mike, you're
Really
using
didn't have
a
game time
MacBook,
decision
right?
disagreement. We had some disagreements before.
Okay, so Ryan's
the event
using a
started
MacBook too, and he's
on
having
where
trouble
we were gonna
talking.
place
Like
people.
it doesn't
Once
say
they
like
folded, they
it
saw
can't
some
pick
of
up
the
a
problems that we
input
had.
device.
Their selections
weird.
really
I don't know.
benefited our strategy.
I
Taking a look at your
I don't know.
roster,
I told him what to do, and he said it's not
prediction
working.
from
So,
you, Team
but I
Fire,
figured I'd tell you
Team
because you
Ice
have a
at the
MacBook
2019
still.
Monster Jam
I
All-Star
have
Challenge.
no
Well, it's
idea.
real easy for me. It's
I can't
gonna
look
be
at
Team
Discord 'cause
Fire all
it'll
the
show
way.
Discord.
Ice has no chance. You know,
right,
Fire's
hold
gonna
on.
melt ice any day you're on the track.
So we'd love to have our fans head to monsterjam.com and be a part of this.
Okay.
Sam Boyd
Mac
Stadium,
Talk's already
October 11th
starting.
and 12th. How could it be better?
Already.
One thing they can do, the best thing they can do, Monster Jam fans can support Team Fire. Use a 25% discount.
Whoa!
Put in Monster Jam.
Hashtag ad, hashtag ad.
Or Fire. The number 4 and Fire will get you 25%
Whoa.
25% discount at awesome tickets.
Tom, congratulations on an incredible draft.
Hashtag ad, hashtag ad.
Las Vegas. We'll see you.
You gotta get those ads.
So you can join Team Fire. Go to monsterjam.com and enter that code for Fire and get those.
They'll be like-
part of Team Fire.
Wait, so
And
we
they'll
only
be
have
like-
until the 12th?
So now
Huh?
we're gonna bid goodbye.
So we only have until the
Thank you so much
12th?
for everything tonight.
Yep.
We're gonna bring in your competitors.
And then you could do 4 ice for 30%. So, aha!
This event.
For those of you that.
50%.
Imagine.
Of Team Fire and,
All right,
Driver
Scott,
of
and then we're gonna
Team
talk
Fire.
for a few,
Of course, this
then we're
year
gonna
we
end the
had
live
the
stream.
Championship Series, and now we move to Scott Butos. So some strong words were thrown down by Tom Mintz. You had the first pick in the draft. You started with Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and then your final
Man, Scott's
pick,
just like,
you bookended
man,
Oh, here we go.
get out of here.
with Kristen Anderson, who has just been incredible in freestyle. lately.
Scott's the king of
Tom,
smack talk.
We're gonna let our talking. We're gonna let our drive into the talking right on the field.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Sam Boyd Stadium. So they can talk all they want. I think we got the strongest lineup. It started with Ryan, and that's where
That's one stacked lineup right there. Wow.
Jeez.
we wanted Adam.
Wait, John actually smelled for once.
Fell right to
I love
And
that
then, and then
lineup.
of course, and then you just have Cody.
Take Max T driver,
I'm going for Team Ice, Colvinard on the
and they got
team.
Stronger. So
Heck yeah!
our picks fell
I love it.
Ice is
I got
so
Team Ice. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
So this season, you competed on different championship series.
Nah, I failed.
And Cynthia didn't get to spend a whole lot of time together, so you come together tonight and you sort of talk about this. Not a whole lot of time in the war room. I asked Tom this question, but were there any disagreements or differences in strategies when it comes to picking your team?
You know, not really. It was just tough because you have 18 of the best athletes out there, you know, so we had a tough time deciding, but we went racing.
I
feel
cannot see the
as a
stream.
team that we have the strongest
Oh, well.
especially when it comes to
You know what?
racing. And when you throw in the
can see it after.
event with the best trick, I think we got it, you know, so I feel really good, really comfortable with the team we have. We cannot wait. We had to start off.
Oh yeah, your
so
stream will
we
save
got
to your
Two of
YouTube.
the best
Yes, it
in the
will.
two-wheel skills competition. We'll see
That
if
is
it
right.
translates to the best trick. Now,
It is
Tom
almost
mentioned how
over.
fans at home can be a part of Team Fire. I'm assuming
I wish you
a
can
lot
buy
of
these,
fans are a part of
crew
Team
shirts
Ice.
on the
Tell
store.
us about
Absolutely. Go to
You probably will be able.
Matchajam.com.
Yes, 4 ice for
For
25%.
4 ice to save 25% off the ticket.
All right,
Wow.
some incredible draft.
Yeah, that's right. Offer ends
In
October. No,
So that's it, folks. You have until
August 12th.
October
Wow.
to decide if you were Team Fire.
That's
or
not
Team
like that
Ice. It's
long
gonna
to
be a
get
incredible
your
competition. We
discount.
would love for you to be there. Go to monsterjam.com for tickets and
For
more
true
information
Monster
to
Jam
see who will
fans.
prevail, whether it's Team Fire or
Spend your money
Thank you
today.
so much for helping me out
Exactly.
tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you here. All of your
Yeah, we have until
insights.
Monday. That's not a lot of time.
Yes, I am, and thank you, Scott, and all you viewers out there and listeners.
Should at least extend it
Yeah,
to
so
like
I'm going
the
to turn
7th.
off this stream
All I can
here,
say is
everybody.
mark it on the calendar. You better be there because I am going to be there.
Yes, you
watching.
better be there.
It's going to be great.
It was fun.
For Dennis Anderson, I'm Scott Jordan. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the Monster Jam All-Star Challenge in Las Vegas, October 11th and 12th. Good night.
So I do have to wrap this up a little bit right now, but this was a great draft. I mean, all around, it seems as if they didn't have this pre-planned. Like they did really go out there and just do this live, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about this entire thing, but I'll explain the racing setup for you. Basically, what they're going to do is on the on the right side, like let's say you're facing the backflip, the singular backflip ramp, you know, like how they're driving down the straightaway. If you're facing that way, like you're on the main stage facing out, on the right Thunder Alley, right when you get out, there's going to be a jump there. That's going to be the one lane, and that's where you're going to start. And then on the other side, on the back left corner, right by that backflip ramp, if you're on the main stage, it's in the back left corner, there's going to be the other ramp. And they're going to jump, and then they're going to go all the way around behind the main stage, and they're going to drive back there. That's going to be how they're going to be racing. It's going to be so cool. So racing's
Wow.
racing's going to be a lot of fun. Both nights of racing, obviously Vegas style racing is going to be sick. I can't wait to be there. It's going to be sick. I really hope they make the bodies for these trucks. That'll be so exciting. But thank you everybody for watching. Big thank you to Luke, Ryan, Ethan, who joined in without us even planning on that. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. We had a lot of fun. Anything you guys want to say before we head off?
Go ahead, Ryan.
I just want to say I like Yeah.
Oh, you cut out. What'd you say?
I said I like monster trucks and big trucks that go vroom vroom.
Yes, I agree. I can agree with
I'm
that.
pumped. This is going to be awesome. And for those who tune into our Steel Titan Sport League, if you haven't, check it out. What is it? Anaheim's up next.
Yes.
And Mike here actually is our commentator, and he edits everything, and it's beautiful. All thanks to him and Ryan, who makes the graphics.
Yes.
Um,
And Ryan, who is
So yeah,
here. So
just calling it out real quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
got to give a little shout out, of course. And
Little
Ryan,
shout out.
Ryan, I don't know if you got your Discord working right.
No, I don't think he's in
Oh,
here.
he did. No, he
he's
did.
not in here.
No, like what's going on?
Yeah, he's right there. He's talking. Say goodbye to the people, Ryan.
Goodbye.
So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed today. It was a lot of fun. A lot of work went into this. Trust me. I've spent all day trying to make this work, but thankfully we got here. It's done. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Really
We
appreciate
should
it.
do this for season kickoff.
We should. We will see as we get closer.
We'll think about it.
But thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all